When you look for deals, you want to ultimately find them through a relationship. Ultimately, it's either going to be an on-market or off-market deal. Regardless of how you find the deal, it's going to be on-market or off-market deal. So if it's on-market, then that's easy. It's a broker you've come across, you're on his or her email list, and you receive the email, you make an offer, you go through the bidding process, and you're awarded it. Okay, that's easy. Off-market deals, here's where the relationships really come into play. One is through brokers. You can get an off-market deal from a broker, and him or her will share the opportunity with you when they might not be sharing it with a lot of other people. Or maybe it's just, if you're lucky, maybe it's just you that they're sharing it with. And you get that relationship, that strong relationship with your brokers through getting to know them, but ultimately showing that you're a qualified buyer who will close and not create a bunch of hassles for their client, the seller. So when you gain that credibility with them, then they're going to start sharing off-market deals with you. Now, certainly that doesn't help someone who's just starting out. So other ways you can get deals via relationships is talking to owners directly, reaching out to the owners and taking them out to lunch if you're local, or one thing is I always recommend having a thought leadership platform, which is basically a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast, or a meetup. And if you have one of those things, then you can reach out to the owners and interview him or her on your thought leadership platform, get to know them, have them share their story, which they're likely going to be flattered to do, and then you can build a relationship that way. And ultimately, you're helping them share their story. You're helping your audience because they're able to learn more about how this person has been able to achieve the success. And you're helping you and the seller, potential seller, because you're able to potentially get a deal from this person. There's a whole host of other people you can build relationships with, from the attorneys to CPAs to HVAC guys who might be working on a property frequently, and they always go to this one property, and then the owner is paying them late constantly. They talk, and if you know them, they might say, hey, this owner just always has issues, and always has issues with their HVAC, and always has issues paying me on time. That might be a sign of a distressed owner. Reaching out to the owner directly through that. You could talk to the people who are at the county courthouse who are constantly seeing eviction court, and see what landlords are constantly in the eviction court and having to evict their tenants. Perhaps that landlord's tired of going up to eviction court all the time. So property management companies, there's tons of different people. Ultimately, all roads lead back to relationships, though.
So the HVAC was very specific. Did that come from something?
HVAC or roofers or people who install carpet. It's any vendor who has a direct relationship with either the owner of the property management company. They would all be resources. And I've heard from guests on my podcast stories where they've gotten deals from vendors. So basically any vendor that would touch an apartment community, they have potential to bring you a deal.